The revelation made by Bubba Watson that you will discover in this video is shocking. This serious revelation has sparked heated discussions and even offenses in the golf world, with some people claiming that the PGA Tour is hypocritical. In recent weeks, Bubba Watson has made serious accusations and provocations against the PGA Tour, but this time it seems that he has gone too far and a member of the PGA Tour did not remain silent. Find out now what Bubba Watson said. If you like videos like this and want to be the first to receive the latest golf news, subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button below this video. If you have already subscribed, comment "I subscribed" and I will respond to all comments. Bubba Watson's new statement against the PGA Tour has drawn a lot of attention and put him in the spotlight. We will tell you all the details. Keep watching to understand everything and not miss any details. You will be shocked. No one expected this from him. As you may know, Bubba Watson is one of the few professional left-handed golfers and is well known for it. But what he is now looking for is a prominent place in LIV Golf, since he is already recognized with titles at the Masters Tournament in 2012 and 2014. In February 2015, he reached his best position in the World Golf Ranking. For a long time, Bubba has been among the best drivers, able to reach 350 yards at a speed of up to 194 miles per hour. To give you an idea, Watson is the athlete who has been in the best position in driving distance statistics 5 times. In 2007, he had an average of 315.2 yards in a stroke. Despite the great results that Bubba Watson had been accumulating in previous years, in the last year, he was unable to present a good performance. He started playing at the PGA Championship with a reasonable performance, finishing in 30th place. After some time, he dropped to the 69th position in the official World Golf Ranking. At this point, golf fans were already wondering what was happening with him, as his performance was no longer the same. Did he have a serious health problem? Later, Bubba Watson made a surprising revelation that explains why he fell to the 131st position in the world ranking. Bubba Watson ended up confessing that he had a serious problem. He said he had a torn meniscus and was playing with a lot of pain. That's why he would need to stay away from competitions for 4 to 6 weeks. But that was not all. Later he would make a revelation that no one expected about the PGA Tour, shocking golf lovers. At that moment, Watson ended up scoring a 63 during the second round, thus achieving one of the lowest results in the history of all professional men's golf championships. Even though he was suffering from pain and therefore far below his performance, he made a point of congratulating the winner of the 2022 PGA Championship, 29-year-old Justin Thomas. To win the tournament, Thomas went through a complicated playoff to secure his second PGA title. Watson made sure to congratulate Thomas on his title via Twitter 3 days later. In the same post, he announced that he would not participate in the Charles Schwab Challenge due to serious knee problems. Bubba Watson needed to undergo surgery to correct his meniscus problems and then a period of rest before returning to competition. After surgery and during his recovery period, he never publicly declared which tour he would play upon his return. But everything was revealed at the end of July when the two-time Masters champion made a statement that left golf lovers perplexed. He announced that he would join LIV Golf as captain for the remainder of the 2022 season. It was at this point that Bubba's shocking accusations and revelations about the PGA Tour began to become public. He went on to say that he would use this time to recover from the recently operated ruptured meniscus. In the meantime, he said he would like to be able to compete in LIV Golf tournaments in 2023. And that's exactly what happened. After exactly 12 days from the announcement, Bubba Watson joined the Saudi Arabia-sponsored league, abandoning the PGA Tour. The change was not well received by the PGA Tour team, and little did Bubba Watson know that that decision would be the beginning of major relationship problems, discussions, and even insults. The decision was not a big surprise for golf lovers, as there were rumors that he was negotiating with LIV Golf. Some say that even before the injury and surgery, Bubba Watson had already made the decision to abandon the PGA Tour. According to reports, Watson received $50 million to join LIV. Greg Norman, CEO of LIV Golf, was very interested in having Bubba join the league. He praised Watson several times for taking the decision to join LIV, stating that the player has several qualities and would contribute greatly to the league. Greg Norman commented that Bubba Watson's decision to join LIV Golf generated great anxiety because he will bring a larger audience to the league. While Rory McIlroy is one of the biggest advocates of the PGA Tour, Bubba Watson advocates the agenda proposed by LIV Golf, making serious accusations against the PGA. Bubba comments that the pay-to-play scheme is known to everyone in the world of golf. The DP World Tour is one of the most popular golf circuits and offers large amounts of money to attract the biggest golf stars. On the other hand, the PGA Tour does not allow athletes to participate in tournaments without payment of fees. There are some PGA events that have managed to circumvent this requirement, which was considered an endorsement contract outside the golf course. In an interview with ESPN, Watson commented that he would expose the truths that no one knew about the PGA Tour to the world and, moreover, mocked the accusations that the PGA was making against the Arab-sponsored league. He said that the PGA was hypocritical for blaming the LIV for its stance of attracting athletes by offering money. Bubba Watson also said that the PGA Tour itself broke its rules several times when it offered him large sums of money behind closed doors to participate in tournaments. It makes me laugh because the PGA Tour offered me money behind closed doors to appear in various tournaments, he said. Watson hinted that he is not the player who earns the most from the deals that happen behind the scenes. He also suggested that better athletes can earn larger amounts than him because he is not the best golfer. According to him, athletes who are better receive larger amounts. It's guaranteed money. Bubba also said that his participation in the tournaments was guaranteed even if he did not qualify. Whether I missed the cut or not, I was still making money. If I made the cut, I would receive a larger bonus. He commented. I laughed at them because we all had a good amount of money waiting for us in the competitions, whether we lost, won, or quit. Whatever happens, we still make a lot of money. And all athletes do this. To those who criticize me, I just laugh, because that's exactly what the PGA Tour does, and everyone needs to know it. They don't like us talking about it in tournaments, but the truth is that we receive high amounts. Bubba Watson added. Watson also cites that he was harmed in the Player Impact Program. This program offers a bonus to the most famous golf players as a way of recognizing their contribution to the sport. The bonus amount can reach $40 million for the best athletes. According to Bubba, he should receive 50% of the $3 million for finishing in 10th place in the tour last year. They still owe me $1.5 million. He said, I did practically everything they asked me to, but I never received the second half of the money. He continued, before joining LIV Golf, anyone on the planet could make money in Saudi Arabia, but golf athletes were not allowed. It's a sad and hypocritical place in the sport. The PGA Tour has an almighty dollar and is doing everything it can to protect it, preventing others from playing or having an event in the U.S., said Bubba Watson. Since his move to LIV Golf, Watson has spared no effort in criticizing the PGA Tour. Seeing everything that is happening, the PGA did not remain silent, listening to the accusations and letting its reputation built over the years fall. Shortly after Bubba's statements, the PGA gave its version of the situation. According to Kevin Kistner, a member of the PGA Players Advisory Council, Watson's statements are only about what they call contractual activity related to sponsorships. He also said that the value received by Bubba Watson was simply a sponsorship payment for him to play. According to Kistner, if any company wants to sponsor Bubba to appear in a commercial, the PGA has nothing to do with it. Do you believe that because several athletes are playing the Zurich in New Orleans without receiving anything for it? They are paying each of them with their own resources. And you can't consider that as a value received for appearance, but rather an off-course endorsement that is described in the contract, commented Kevin Kistner. Even considering that Bubba Watson is no longer part of the PGA Tour and is now part of the LIV Golf team, he will participate in the Augusta National in a few days as a former Masters champion. It is worth remembering that Fred Ridley, chairman of the Masters, stated that he would invite LIV Golf athletes as long as they meet the current criteria to participate in the Masters in 2023. There are currently 16 LIV Golf players who are eligible to participate in the Augusta National according to the criteria, including Bubba Watson, Phil Mickelson, Charles Schwartzel, Sergio Garcia, Dustin Johnson, Patrick Reed, Bryson DeChambeau, Cam Smith, and many others. What do you think of Bubba Watson's statements? Is the PGA Tour really being hypocritical? Comment below! Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be the first to receive all golf news.